Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them. To see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them. To see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on and close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
my mic. Okay, so now I think my sound is coming, because previously my sound was not coming because of the my mic was just closed, so because of that my sound was not coming. So now just tell me in the comment box how sound is coming, and just tell me also how is my sound and how is quality of video and everything is perfect or not. Please tell me in the comment box here, because I have to just check all the things. And here now I will be doing one thing, I'll be just opening chat, and here I'll be just checking some of the comments here. Okay, so here now I think now we are just getting a sound good. So just tell me in the comment box sound and everything is perfect or not, because I have to just check that all things. Now I'll be just simply going to React Redux app, and now you can see that we are just getting our Gmail clone here. And here I'll be just doing one thing, I'll be just now it is good. So you can see now we are getting our React Redux app, and today I've shown you in the thumbnail also, and our title was also to make a Gmail clone here. So today we will be just building this Gmail clone, which you can see on the window. So first of all we are getting it's landing page, means you can say the front page of Gmail clone which we are getting here. So here we will be building this one Gmail clone which we are just getting in that. So here in this Gmail clone you can see first of all we are just getting this things like that. So first of all I'll be checking some of the comments. Okay, sound is good and quality is also good, so we can just start here. So hello friends and assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. I'm your designing developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build one Gmail clone in React.js, and I hope you will also enjoy this clone like you're enjoying my previous clones of React.js. So now But first of all, you have to just hit the subscribe button. Then after that, you have to also hit the notification bell, from which you will be getting all the notifications of my video when I will be uploading. So from that, it will be also help for you, and it will be also help for me, because from that you will be learning more new things, more new clothes, and more new project which I will be uploading like in future. And I hope you will be enjoyed that also, in the previous one also which I have just already uploaded. So now we will be just starting with our Gmail clone. So in this Gmail clone, first of all, the main thing is like our background. So you can see the background is changed and having some of the like grayish color, you can see that, which I have just put on. So you can just put on like 5959, means not 59, it is F9 F9 F9. If you write 3 times, so this color will be coming, like my color is coming at the background. So I have just changed that with the help of color code. You can also write any of the color code, it's your choice to just change that or not, or you can also choose simple white to just change that here. Then after it, we are just getting Gmail clone icon here. You can see that in the center of our page, and here it is really easy to just take. You have to just copy any of the like image URL or logo URL there, then you have to just paste in your like React app, and then it will be just coming, and you have to just set its margin, padding and size, and you have to just take it in the center of the page, then it will be perfect. Then after it, we are getting a login button, you can see that, which is having hover effect also of like dark blue, you can see, and it is having a login text which is written here like login. And now if I do one thing, like I have just linked this login button with my like accounts, which when I will be pressing login, so it will be showing all the accounts which I am using in my email here. So just press this login here. You can see this will be just take some time, because it is just saying like Untitled Google clone, and you can see that it will be just opening, so you have to wait. And you can see it is automatically just login into my account which I have just already working with. Again, if I do, you can see again it has been just login, and you can see this is our Gmail clone in which we will be working with. First of all, we are getting this burger menu like we get in Gmail, but if I press, so nothing happens because I am not linked with that. If I do that, so it will be take some time to just make. So here I am already making this front page, and I will be showing you what things I have just made here. So you can see that we have first of all make this burger menu, then after it the Gmail icon and Gmail text which is written in our logo. Then here we can also search any of the email here if you want to. So here if I search any email here, so you can see you can also search that. Then here we are also getting burger menu, like we take these all icons from Material UI like you all know. Then here we are also getting this notifications icon, and if you press this one icon, so it will be log out from here, and you can just log in with another account if you want to here, and it will be just log in with an account which you are just still using here, and it's really good and perfect which you can just use here. Then Material UI icons just contain these icons which we are having. You can just do one thing like that, and you can also check this box, you can see like we do in Gmail. So here you can do that, and if I do that, and you can see you can open also any of the Gmail here. If I open, you can see it is just opening any of the Gmail. You can see how good looking is that. It is like a Gmail, you can see that it is like a real Gmail, but I have just put any of the random Gmails here. You can also put that. And then after it, we are also getting this starter menu, snooze, spot and sand, draft and many things, but I have not linked that, so because of that it will be only having a hover effect, and it will be just looking. I have not linked that, so because of that it will be not coming anything. If I press that contacts, then duo, and it is also having a phone section, so you can see that they are having 3 sections, and here these 3 is having a beautiful icon, you can see, which I have just take obviously from like Material UI icons. And if I do one thing, if I press this compose, which is just written here with this plus icon, press this compose, and you can see you are getting like new message to whatever. You can just write here new message, or you can just write here like Gmail to another one which you have to just send. So I'll be just changing that to like young or designing developer, and here it will be just now asking your subject and message here which you have to write. So you can write this is, and here I'll be writing this is Gmail clone. So simply I'll be writing that. Then you can write message also same like we have written at the top, and you have to just press simply send, and you can see this message will be sent if you just do. And there are also social promotion icons if you can see that here, and there are also keypads and settings icons, you can see, and how cool looking is that. So you can just work everything in that here, and these all things are looking cool, you can see. And you can also do one thing, we are also getting many other icons which we want to just take here, and then you can also search social promotions and share that, and like that we are getting many icons. so you can just use that icons here to just work with, and these are really important things which you have to just work with here, and it's looking really good, you can see. So here now still here I hope you understand that all thing, and still here I hope you are understanding this Gmail clone, and we will be just building that. So for building this Gmail clone, first of all you have to do one thing here, like you have to just open your cmd, means command prompt, because here we will be just installing our React app or folder which we are working with. So here I'll be just doing one thing, like I'll be just opening that. So here simply I'll be coming in my like you can say search bar, then I will be coming here and writing here to like just I'll be simply writing that to just you can say that I'll be writing here like cmd, because it is a command from which I have to just open to create my like React app or folder. Or you can also create your React app or folder in VS Code by opening that, or in another text editor which you are working with. So I'll be working with VS Code, so you can just make your folder or React app in VS Code, but I will be just making command prompt, because from that it will be not any of the confusion also, and it will be good to make here. So first of all, like I'm telling you, have to just select the location where you have to just make your React app or folder. So I'll be just simply selecting the location of like local disk app, so it will be just good. And here in my local disk app there is also having many of the space, so because of that I am defining, and my local disk C is not having enough space which I can just contain this React folder which is just really big of Gmail clone. So because of that I not define this C folder here, means C disk you can say. Then I'll be pressing enter in case this C drive is changed into app drive here. Now here you can just define your React folder and your React app code which you have to write. So first of all I'll be creating npx, like you all know this npx is a command from which you can just create your React app folder, and this brother, or you can say its mother, is npm, and it's help you to just run your React app or folder in your like Google Chrome or any of the default browser or localhost which you are working with. So we are working with first of all local disk app, so I'll be writing npx create, simply I'll be writing React dash app. When you've done that, just after that you have to coming and you can see we are just writing create React app. So this React app means, like I've telling you previously also, if we create any of the React app like React JS Mern and like React Redux and many other React Native also, so in that all things we are getting React name first of all. Okay, so this React name just mention like you are building a React app. So for React app we have to just use React app tag also with the help of that. So because of that we are using this create React app tag. If we don't want this create React app, so we just use create Redux app or anything like that, but these all are React apps, so because of that I will be simply using React app option. So when you've done that, simply just come forward, and here I'll be writing the name of my like clone which I am making. So simply I'll be like making Gmail clone, so I'll be writing Gmail clone. I'm just making it in like React.js, so because of that I'm writing Gmail clone. If I was just making in React Native, so I will be writing like React dash native like that. And if I just building in React like React Redux, so I'll be writing like React Redux Gmail dash React dash Redux. And if I was just building in Mern, so I'll be writing Gmail dash Mern. So like that I will be building, but here I am building in React.js, so obviously I'll be writing Gmail clone, because here we are building in React.js. Simply I'll be pressing enter, and you can see it will be take some time to just create your Gmail clone React app which you are working with here. So you have to just take care about that, and you can see it is installing some of the like 67 in 6.03 seconds, and it is installing some of the React DOM and React scripts and many of the templates which we will be needing to work with this tag here. So here you have to just wait. Now simply I'll be minimizing that, and still here I hope you're understanding that also. Here now I'll be opening my VS Code here by writing VS Code. Okay, you can also say Visual Studio Code, it's a full form of VS Code here. Then you can see this automatically this untitled one file is opened, so I'll be closing that here. Now if I just show you the folder which I am just creating in my local disk F, so here is the folder. So just scroll down here, then you have to just go to up, so you can just take your folder here, and you can see that there is our Gmail clone folder which we are creating in that. Simply I'll be closing that because this folder is not created, and if I just open, so only one file will be just open here. So now here we will be not using any of the Firebase with that, because here we don't have to just do that here. So first of all I'll be going here, and here I'll be doing that. Okay, so here we will be just want to do one thing here. You have to do like here we will be doing one thing, like we will be just using Firebase here for doing that. So Firebase, if you don't want to use that, so you can not do, but here we are just using a post, because here we have to just send a message in that our Gmail clone. So because of that I will be using that here. So here you have to just use. So now I will be checking some of the comments like RB Kids graphic comment, you are king of clone, thanks. Then here first of all I'll be going at the top. Okay, so there it is good. So a big comment, great work hard, thanks. Then RB Kids graphic comment, amazing, thank you. Then RB Kids graphic comment, this like here. So thanks. Then Uzefa Bey comment, oh I am here at the right time, the live stream just get started, thanks. Then here RB Kids graphic comment, awesome. Okay, so everyone, hello to all of you who are just new here. Then RB Kids graphic comment, good. Okay, so thanks. Then RB Kids graphic, hello. RB Kids graphic comment like hello. Okay, so hello to all of you who are just new here and just working with that. Uzefa Bey comment, hi. Okay, so hi to you also. Then I'm a big comment this like this emojis, thanks. And RB Kids graphic coming, you are a king of clone. Okay, so thank you. And you have to also make this clone so you can also be a king of clone like that. Then RB Kids graphic, I mean like my hero of coding, thanks. Then Uzafa Big comment this emojis, thank you. And many of other comments are coming, so here I'm just loving that all things. So just you have to support me like that, and I want your support so I can just do many things like that. Okay, so here I want your support, and then in future I'll be making more clones like I'm making in live streams like that. So now here still I hope you understand that. Now I'll be just simply opening my React Redux app, and I'll be just opening Firebase console here, because here I have to just work with Firebase. Then you have to just open firebase.google.com, press get started button here simply, and you can see it is taken to the Firebase console of that. And here I'll be changing this email, because this email which I'm just using here, it is just containing many of the like React tabs, so because of that I will be not creating that here. So you can write any of the password which you are having. So I'll be writing my password which I was having of my Gmail, so you can also use any of your random password here. Simply have to do that and it is good to go. So you can see now there is coming recent project, you can see which you have created, but I will be pressing add project to create a new project here. So we are just building like Gmail clone, so simply I'll be writing Gmail dash clone, which is my project name should be. Just I'll be pressing continue here. Then here if you want to just enable your Google Analytics for this project, so just enable that, but my opinion is to just enable that here, because it should be just really good if you do that. And here also you can see there is certain recommended here, because these Firebase also recommend to just enable this Google Analytics for this project. If I disabled, you can see all the things are disabled here, means all the things having a cross icon, and you can't work with these things which you are if you don't enable this Google Analytics. So I will be enabling that here, and press continue simply. Now when you've done that, you have to just configure your Google Analytics, means there is some hackers comes and just hack this Firebase, this try to just hack this Firebase console. So because of that it just asks you to just configure your Google Analytics account if you are having that. So here you have to just select, but hackers do one thing, they don't create any of the account, they just come and just try to hack this Firebase, but they can't do so, because here it will be they want to just configure Google Analytics. So here we are not hacking anything, so I'll be just selecting default account for Firebase. And if you don't have, so you can just create a new from here, or if you want to automatically create a new property in this account, from here you can do that. But I'll be not doing these things, I'll be simply doing like default account for Firebase, and simply I'll be pressing create project to create that. Now you can see your project has been created, and there means it will creating some of the seconds, and it will be take some time to just create. Then simply I'll be opening my command prompt and checking. You can see your folder is also ready, and I'll be closing this command prompt here, because now I don't need to just work with, I will be just now writing any of the codes, and I'll be also telling you about the folders which we will be having in that. Simply you have to close that by pressing this wrong icon here, means close icon. Then you can see your Gmail clone project is ready. Simply I'll be pressing continue here, and you can see you are at the dashboard of your Gmail clone. Now here you have to just make a web app of your Gmail clone. So here I'll be pressing this web icon here which is writing, and this register app will be just disabled for some time, and it will be opening some of the seconds. So I'll be just opening, and here I'll be writing my app nickname. So you can just write the simple name which you have just created of project name. So I'll be writing Gmail dash clone. Simply I'll be pressing also set up Firebase hosting for this app, because here if you want to host that, so you can also check this box. If you don't want to, so don't do that, and press register app here. Then simply here it will be take some time to just work with, and you can see that we have just registered our app. Then it will be asked to just add Firebase SDK if you want to, but I will be not adding that Firebase SDK, because here if you are working with app or anything like that in Android Studio, so then you have to add your Firebase SDK in that. But if you want to just add that in underneath your body tag, so you can just use that. But my opinion is to not to do it, because if you do that, so there will be really confusing for you, and you will be also can't understanding like what is this tag related to, and you can also not understand what the previous script tag which you have written is just for that. So here I'll be simply pressing next here. Then you have to download this install Firebase tools, because it's really important to do that. Copy that here, simply press next here. So we don't want to do these things. If you want to deploy that in the starting at the Firebase, so you will be doing, but we will be doing at the end when our project will be created. Simply press continue to console, and you can see you are at the console. You can also set the authentication. Simply I'll be going that here, and I'll be pressing get started button which we are having. then you can see it. You have to just enable this email password, simple enable, press save button simply, and you can see it is now enabled here, email password enabled here, there is also coming. Then I'll be doing one thing, like I'll be just going to my React Redux app, and you can see there is our React clone. Simply I'll be pressing here, you have to just come and minimize that, and I'll be just doing one thing, like I'll be just opening my folder which I have to just work with. Simply go to open folder, go to down means go to like local disk app. Here I've just create my folder, scroll down, there is our Gmail clone which you have to work with. Select that, press select folder button which is just underneath this Gmail clone which is just written, press that, and you can see your Gmail clone folder is opened. But before that you have to just go to new terminal, means open your terminal here. Then you have to just paste the tag which you have just copied, npm install -g firebase tools, press enter now, and you can see it will be just installing your Firebase tools which you have to work with, and still it is installing. So now I have to just tell about like what these three folder does, which is just coming in the Gmail clone. So first of all, this is the folder which is created with the name of like node module. So this node module is really important folder here, because this folder contains some of the libraries, packages, and many other npm things which just help you to run your React app in localhost, and it's also contain many of the other languages which we have to just use that in our Gmail clone, and many other clones which we are making previously. And it is also really helpful tag because it's also contains some of the testing libraries and many other libraries. With the help of that you can just test your Gmail clone or any other clone or project also which you are working with. So this node modules is really important tag, means really important folder which you want to have in your any of the project and clone which you are making. This testing library is not really helpful because here we don't have to just test anything like that, and here this testing library is only used when we just making any of the app or anything in React. But there are many of the few apps which we make in React, so because of that I'll be deleting testing library because I don't need, there is the testing libraries here, so I'll be not needing that. And TypeScript and types, and you will be needing these things, so I'll be working with that all things here. And there are many other folders here which you have to just work with, and these are many other like JSON, package.json, and many other manifest.json. Many of the files and folder contains here, and it is really helpful to just work with. If you don't have this node modules in your clone or project or app also which you are working with, so you have to just download that here. If you still not containing any of this, download from terminal or command prompt, you have to just simply go to your terminal or command prompt here and write a command which should be just for downloading node modules. You have to write that to npm install. So it's mean like you have to install node modules folder which you are working with. So I'll be simply writing npm install. You have to press shift and 7 two times here, so this and will be coming, and you have to write npm install and then after it I'll be coming and writing npm start. Okay, so simply write that. So it means like it will be first of all installing your node modules folder, then it will be also starting, means it will be running your React app in your localhost in your default browser which you are working with. Then you have to simply press enter and it will be created. If you have also, so you can also do with this command, so it will be not installing it again, it will be just not installing, and it will be simply running your React app in localhost here. So I'll be now closing this node modules folder, and I hope you understand what this node modules folder does. Now the second folder, this second folder is of public folder, and in this public folder you will be containing some of the React logos and one index.html file. So you will be containing some of the two files also like manifest.json and robot.txt. So just don't care about these files because these files are of React app and you just run your React app, so these both files help you just run that. But these both files are not really important to just work with because these just are the simple file which you can just work with, and these are from the Google, so don't care about that files and don't do anything in that because these files are not really important to work with. Or you can also delete these files if you want, because here we have already linked everything with index.html, so we don't care about that both files here. Then we are just getting these logos of React, you can see. So these both logos, means these three logos, just help you just run your React app. If you are working with any of the React website, if you're making React website, React app, or many React project or React clone, so you have to just use these logos of React to just work with. But we are still making Gmail clone, so we will be not using any of the this React logo. We will be using our own logo of Gmail. But I will be telling you, and I'll be not deleting these logos, I will be deleting the logo from src folder, and I'll be showing you why I will be deleting that and why I'm not deleting the logos from public folders. First of all, I'll be opening index.html file. file here. I'll be zoom in so you can see the codes of index.html. So here in this index.html file you will be containing some of the codes which help you just run your React tab in localhost, and it is also given the title of your React tab which you will be running. So this will be title of React tab, and our logos like this logo 192.png and favicon.ico, these both icons are linked with your index.html file, and it just helps you to just run that in localhost. When we run that, so there is one icon coming and it is going round and round in our localhost. So with the help of this favi.ico and logo 192.png, it is just going. If you just not link that and erase that all things, so it will be not running there and it will be just going. So here you have to take care about that. You don't do anything at that. If you do that and delete these files there, so there will be error. So because of that, my opinion is to not to delete this icons also, and these both file also manifest.json and robot.txt. If you just care about that. And here this only helps you just run your React tab in localhost, because HTML also are like browser thing which we just write any code in that, so we also run in the default browser which we are working with. So like that in React tab also we have to just use with the help of index.html, we just run our React tab in means localhost. So now I'll be closing this public folder because I hope you understand what this public folder does and what it's mean. Now I'll be opening the last folder which is called source folder here. So this source folder will be containing some of the like many of the files and everything which you have to work with. So here I will be deleting some of the files here. So what will the files? So here one file should be just setup.test.js, app.test.js, logo.svg, because these files I will be not needing of. I will be using my own React logo, and here this logo.svg is like React logo, but I will be using my own logo of Gmail, so I don't need any of the React logo to work with here. So I'll be deleting. Now your question will be like, why I'm not deleting the logos from public folder? They also contain a React logo. So answer is that like this in the public folder we contains like a React logo, but that React logo is linked with index.html file, and that React logo is not just work with localhost, and this logo which we are just having in source folder, it's work with your localhost. So because of that, if you delete that, so your logo will be also delete. And if you delete from public folder, so your index.html file will be not running, and that logos are in public folder, and in public folder we don't have to write any of the code or anything like that, but in source folder we have to write all the codes and everything. So because of that we have to delete. And the reason to deleting this test file is because this test file I don't need. This test file just using some of the clones and some of the app which you are using. So here in this clone we don't need of test file, so because of that I'm deleting, and this logo.svg file, like I'm telling you, I am deleting. Now simply press delete and this will be deleting. Go to app.js and you have to just erase this import logo from logo.svg, because here I've deleted that here. Simply press backspace, and here also backspace. Save here by pressing go to file and save. Then here I'll be also deleting all the thing which is just written in this div tag, because I will be using my own tags which I have to do that. So I'll be simply pressing backspace here, save that here, go to index.css, and now I want like margin from the top should be just 0. So I'll be coming here, writing this tag which means like you are defining all the things here in your file. So I'll be just writing this curly brackets coming underneath here, writing margin 0, or you can write 0 pixel also to define. Simply go to file, save here, and it is good. So now if I go to app.js, and when you've done with that, you can see nothing happens here. So here I'll be closing this index.css file, and you can work with go to file and press save here simply. And here when you've done with that things here, I hope till here you have understand. So when you've done with that all, just you can work with your coding now here. But before that I'll be opening my pop-up and I'll be checking some of this comments here. So here many of the comments are just coming. Thank you all to just commenting. Okay, so everybody, Update Mulani comment, bro you rock, thanks. Then Desal Roy comment, hello bro. Okay, so hello to you also, and hello to everyone who are just come here. Then Mirza Rayan Beg comment like, sorry I am late for your live stream. Okay, so don't care about that. We have still not started any of the coding here. Then here biggest graphic comment like, please slow typing, I am a beginner. Okay, so I'll be doing that. Then here do that all things. So here I'm getting many of the comments. Okay, so thank you to this comment like that. Then I'll be simply minimizing that and just care about that like you use the like good words, because if you use any of the bad word, there are my family members and everyone are watching. So take care about that and take care about your words, because if you use any of the bad words, so everyone are watching and my live stream is just going all over the world. And if you want to just give any of the guideline or ask any question or answers, so it's your right to just ask that all things, you can do that, but please not give any of the bad word or things like that. If you do that, so I'll be just block you here. So because of that, take care about that. And I will be also not really good feel if I'm just blocking anyone in the live stream here, so care about that. Then I'll be simply minimizing this pop-up which is just coming here, or pop-out you can say. Go to file, simply save, and it's done. So here you have to just come in your div, and here I'll be defining some of the tags here simply. So here I'll be going here, and here I'll be simply going to live streaming. Okay, so live stream is working good. So here you can see we are getting a React Redux app. So this React Redux app contains my codes which I will be writing simply in this app.js file. So here I'll be first of all coming and writing a tag which will be just having app text equal view. And you've done that, simply close that here. And I'll be coming underneath here also, but first of all I will be coming and just I'll be writing like curly brackets here, which means like media dot, and I'll be writing here app dot view. Simply do that and close here by writing this. Simply you have to come here, and now I'll be writing this in small letters, so there will be not any problem here. So I'll be writing area. When you've done that, simply I'll be doing one thing, closing that, coming here and writing app dot view, and I'll be writing random. Simply close here. And when you've done with that all thing, just you have to do simply one thing, like I'll be coming here and writing floor, and I'll be writing another thing which will be area equal, and I'll be writing test. So when you've done with that all things, simply come here, write floors, and I'll be writing that another thing which should be just like here I'll be writing area. Then simply you have to write test. So when you've done with that all things, you have to just come here now, and here I'll be changing that to like floor, because here it will be given error if I change that to like random here. Simply come here now and write here like div, and I'll be changing that to like class now. So the class I'll be writing that to like area, which you can just see. So I'll be coming here, then writing div dot random, and simply I'll be writing floor, and you have to close that by writing. So when you've done with that all things, you have to do simply one thing, hit save. And now here till here I understand, and now we have just written the basic code which we have to write, and now you can just take some break and drink some water, everything, like eat some snacks, and just because from that your mind will be fresh, and you will be also good when you are doing coding or things like that. So I'll be also drinking some water, so my mind should be also refreshed, and I'll be telling you more better like I'm telling you here. Okay, so till here I hope you understand that all things which we are working with. So when you've done with that, simply go to file, save here, and now here we have done that. So I'll be coming here now, and I'll be just writing that to like now I'll be changing that to first of all navbar here. Simply coming here, writing text equal, and I'll be writing that to test again, but here I'll be changing that to app. My opinion is to change it to app, because here we have already written it in text. Now I'll be writing that to like view dot, and I'll be writing media. And when you've done with that all things, simply I'll be changing that to random. You have to close that here, and I'll be doing one thing, like I'll be doing like first of all I'll be saving that, simply going to app.css and deleting all the things in that, because I'll be using my own things which I have to just use. So simply press backspace here. Here also there I'll be coming first of all here by writing this tag, which means like you are defining all the things in your file which you are working with. Then I'll be writing 0 pixel here margin, then padding should be also same. Then here I'll be writing box sizing, border box create here, justify content also here, so this should be in center. So when you've done with that things, here you have to write align items, which should be in center. And when you've done that, so I'll be writing display block, and here I'll be also writing font style normal. And here when you've done that, just I'll be writing that to text justify inherit, just right here font size, which should be 14 pixel, create font weight, which should be like 500. And when you've done that all, just I'll be writing that to like font family, so just create that to like font family Montserrat here. So simply I'll be writing that, and write comma sans serif here simply. So when you create that, just I'll be writing here like border, and create that to 1 pic solid white here. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing border color, this should be simply white. There I'll be also coming here also and writing border radius, which should be 10 pixel. Now when you've done that, just I'll be writing border style, which should be none. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing that to like border width, which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that all, just I'll be writing border, change that to like now line height here. So I'll be writing here like line height, which will be 100 pixel. Then create that to like first of all width, which should be 100 pixel now. So here I'll be writing, then I'll be writing that to height 100 pixel simply. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing that to like color, which should be black. So when you've done with that all things, so simply I'll be doing one thing, like I'll be coming underneath here, and here when you've done with that all things, so I'll be just changing this tag to like just here when you've done that all. So you can see still here. I hope you understand that all things. Now I will be writing here like font. Okay, so here I think we have just defined that all. So I'll be just simply coming here, writing border 1 pix solid white. So here when you've done with that all things, so I'll be coming here, write border color should be white. Okay, so I've just already defined that. So I'll be now writing like border none, create here also like outline none, and when you've done that, just I'll be writing list style which should be none. So when you've done with that thing here, you have to do one thing like create list style type which should be none. So when you've done with that, just come here and create flex, and I'll be writing that to flex direction column. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing flex, and here I'll be writing flex flow which should be column here, then create flex, and I'll be writing that to flex spaces content. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing flex and change that to flex flow inherit. So simply when you've done that, just I'll be writing flex link inherit, create direction which should be inherit now. So when you've done with that things here, simply come now and create that to like background, and the background I'll be writing white, create background color which should be white, and here I'll be simply writing that to like background position which should be in center. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing here like background position dash x which should be in center, then I'll be writing here like background position y. So here I'll be writing like background position dash y which should be in center. So when you've done that all things, so I'll be writing here like background size which should be cover. So here when you've done that, so I'll be writing here like background attachment now which should be fixed. So I'll be writing, so when you've done with that things here, simply I'll be doing one thing like I'll be coming here, creating background origin which should be like content box. So when you've done with that, so I'll be coming here and writing that to like flex and change, but first of all I'll be changing that to like background clip content box. So when you've done that, I'll be just coming here also, creating that to like background repeat which should be repeat. So when you've done with that, so I'll be coming here also, creating background image which should be having the URL, and here I'll be just writing that to like URL of background, and I will be changing that to like, first of all I'll be going to top, and here I'll be writing background.jpg. So when you've done that, I'll be coming here, creating nav index which should be correct. So when you've done that, I'll be writing nav left which should be correct here. So when you've done with that thing, where I'll be writing nav right correct, and here I'll be writing that to nav up correct, and when you've done that, so I'll be writing nav down which should be correct. So when you've done with that thing, where I'll be writing padding 12 pixel, and I'll be also writing that to padding left which should be 12 pixel here. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing padding right. So here I'll be writing that to like padding right 12 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing padding top which should be 12 pixel, and now when you've done that, I'll be writing padding bottom which should be 12 pixel, and now when you've done that, so I'll be writing margin 10 pixel now, create that to like margin left here. So just create margin left 10 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing margin right which should be 10 pixel simply. So when you've done that, I'll be changing that to margin top 10 pixel, and here I'll be also writing margin bottom 10 pixel. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be doing one thing now, closing that, then I'll be simply going to file save here, go to app.js file, and here first of all I'll be going to app.css again, coming underneath here, writing body tag now. So just simply write body tag here and write that to like, first of all I'll be changing that to justify content which should be in center, then I'll be writing align items which should be in center here. So when you've done with that all thing, just I'll be writing display which should be of block, create text align center, and when you've done that, I'll be writing float into left, and when you've done that, I'll be writing that to box sizing border box, create font style which should be normal here. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing text justify which should be inherit. So here I'll be also writing another thing which should be just font size here. First of all I'll be erasing that thing there. Now I'll be writing font size which should be 15 pixel here. So when you've done that, I'll be writing font weight now which should be 500, create font family which should be just having font Sirat now. So here I'll be writing that font Sirat comma sans serif. Now when you've done that, just I'll be writing border 1 pix solid white. So here, and you've done with that thing, where I'll be coming now and writing border color white, and I'll be writing here like color which should be black. So when you've done with that thing, here I'll be writing border radius 10 pixel, create border left which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border right here. So create border right 100 pixel, and here I'll be writing like border top 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border bottom, which should be 100 pixel. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be coming and creating that to like border style, which should be none, and here I'll be writing border, and here I'll be changing that to border width 100 pixel, create border, and I'll be now writing that to first of all line height. So here I'll be writing that 100 pixel, create that to like width 100 pixel, again create height, which should be 100 pixel, and I'll be writing that to like here I'll be writing border none. Then I'll be also writing another thing which will be just outline none. So when you've done with that thing there, I'll be writing list style none. So when you've done that, I'll be coming here, creating list style type none. So here I'll be writing. So when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like flex direction, which should be column. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be simply writing flex wrap reward. So when you've done that, I'll be writing flex and change that to like flex basis content. Then I'll be writing flex, change that to like flex flow here, which should be column, create flex and change that to flex grow inherit. So when you've done with that thing, I'll be simply writing that to like flex and change that to flex shrink inherit, create direction, which should be inherit now. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing background, and when you've done that, so I'll be writing white, then I'll be writing background color, which should be white. So when you've done with that thing here, I'll be writing background position, which should be in center, so like that. Now when you've done that, so I'll be writing here like background position X. So here I'll be writing background position dash X, which should be in center, create background position Y. So here I'll be writing that, which should be in center. Now when you've done that, I'll be simply writing here like background, and here I'll be changing that to like background size cover, and here I'll be changing that to like background size cover. Then create background attachment, which should be fixed now. So here I'll be writing, so simply when you've done that, I'll be writing background origin here. So here I'll be writing that content box, create background clip, which should be also content box now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing here like background repeat, which should be repeat, and here I'll be writing background and change that to like background red mode, which should be colorblind. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be coming here also create background image having a URL of like background, and here I'll be writing background 1.jpg. So simply close here, come underneath, create nav index current. So when you've done that all thing, just I'll be writing nav left current, and here I will be also writing another thing which will be nav right current, and here I'll be writing nav up current, create another thing which will be nav down current. So when you're done with that things, here simply I'll be writing padding 12 pixel, and right here padding left, which should be 12 pixel here, and create padding right, which should be 12 pixel. And when you've done that all things, just I'll be writing padding top 12 pixel here, and create padding bottom, which should be 12 pixel. And when you've done that, I'll be writing margin 10 pixel, create margin left, which should be 10 pixel here, and create margin right, which should be 10 pixel. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that thing, there simply I'll be coming here also creating margin top, which should be 10 pixel, and here I'll be writing margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel. So when you've done with that things, here simply go to file, save, and here I hope you understand that all things and enjoy that. So when you've done with that all, just simply go to app.js file and copy this view tag which is just written here, go to app.css, and now I have to just check some of the comments, like what comments still here are coming. So check, I have to just check. So here now I'll be opening my pop-up comment box. Okay, so everybody are just commenting thank you. Also Vamik Siddiqui comment your potential and your consistency is too good, thanks. Then Zakriya Beg comment what a kid like a champion, thank you. Then Chris Harrison comment good word, thanks. Then Abhumika Glari comment I am coming. Okay, so just come pretty fast here. Then now I'll be coming here writing dot, pasting my class name which I have just copied, press Ctrl B here, so we can just open our navbar from that sidebar, you can say. So I'll be just pressing enter here, creating justify content, simply center, and here I'll be also writing align items simply with center. When you've done that, just I'll be writing display, which should be block loading left here. Then here I'll be also changing this tag to like text align in center. So when you've done that, I'll be writing box sizing here, so simply write box sizing, which should be border box. Then you have to just come here, create font style normal. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing text justify here, which should be inherit. So when you've done that all, just I'll be writing now background. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing font size here, so I'll be just changing that to like font size which should be 15 pixel. Create font weight here which should be like 500, and when you've done that I'll be writing that to like font family which should be like Montserrat here. So first of all I'll be writing like Montserrat, comma, sans serif. Then I will be just coming underneath and creating border one text solid white. Create border color which should be white, and I'll be writing that to color black. And when you've done that I'll be changing that to border radius 10 pixel here. Create border and change that to border left 100 pixel. Create border right which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that I'll be writing border top 100 pixel. Create border bottom. So here I'll be simply writing like border bottom, but first of all I'll be writing correctly like border bottom 100 pixel. Then here I will be just coming create border style none, and here I'll be writing that to like border width which should be 100 pixel. Then when you've done that all things, just I'll be simply coming here creating line height 100 pixel. Create width 100 pixel now. Then I'll be creating height which should be 100 pixel now. When you've done that I'll be writing border none, so simply I'll be writing that, and create outline which should be none. Then create list style none, and when you've done that I'll be writing list style type which should be none. So when you're done with that things, first of all I'll be coming here and writing, then I'll be writing another thing which should be just having flex direction. So here I'll be writing flex direction column. So when you've done that I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So here first of all I'll be writing correctly here. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing now flex flow column. Create flex and change that to flex basis content. Create flex and I'll be changing that to flex pro inherit. So when you've done that I'll be writing flex shrink inherit. Create direction which will be inherit here. So I'll be writing, so when you've done that I'll be writing here like background now. So when you've done that I'll be writing background white, and simply I'll be changing this to like background color which will be white. So here simply when you've done with that thing there, first of all I'll be doing one thing, Control Z I'll be pressing, then I'll be doing one thing like I'll be coming here now and I'll be just writing like background position which should be in center. So when you've done that I'll be writing background position X. So here I'll be simply writing that in center. So when you've done with that things here, you have to do one thing like you have to just simply coming underneath create background position, and here I'll be writing dash Y which should be in center. So when you've done that I'll be writing here like background position and change that to like background, and we have just already done, so I'll be simply changing that to background size cover, and here I'll be writing background attachment which will be fixed. So here I'll be writing, so when you've done with that things here, simply I'll be coming here creating background clip content box here, and here I'll be also writing like background origin here. So I'll be writing background origin content box simply. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing background repeat which should be repeat. So when you've done with that all, just I'll be coming here creating background, change that to background blend mode here. So just I'll be writing background blend mode simply which should be color one. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing here another thing which should be just like background image. So here I'll be writing like background image having a URL, and in that URL I will be first of all going to top. So here there is background 1, so simply I'll be writing background 2.jpg. So here I'll be writing, simply I'll be closing that here, coming underneath create nav and tags current. Then when you've done that I'll be writing nav left which should be current here. So here I'll be also writing nav right current, and when you've done with that I'll be writing nav up current, and when you've done that, so I'll be writing nav down which should be current. So when you've done that I'll be writing padding which should be 15 pixel. Create padding left which should be 15 pixel now. So when you've done with that I'll be writing padding right which should be 15 pixel again. So when you've done with that I'll be writing padding top 15 pixel. Create another tag which should be just having padding bottom 15 pixel. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing margin which should be 11 pixel. Create margin left which should be 11 pixel here. So when you've done that all things, so I'll be writing margin right 11 pixel. So when you've done that all, just I'll be writing margin top 11 pixel now. So here I'll be also writing margin bottom 11 pixel. So here when you've done with that things, you have to just simply go to file and you have to just press the save button. So here when you've done with that, so you have to do one thing like now you have to do nothing, and now it is done. So simply go to app.js file here, go copy this area tag which is written after view by pressing Ctrl C, go to app.css, come underneath here, write dot paste that class name which you have copied. Then you have to come here also create justify content center, and I'll be writing align items. So here I'll be writing like align items which should be in center, and here I'll be also writing another thing which should be just display of block. So when you've done that, I'll be writing text align in center, and here I'll be also writing another thing which should be float in left. And when you've done that, I'll be writing box sizing border box here. Then here I'll be writing font style normal, and here I'll be also writing another thing which should be like text justify. So here I'll be writing that which should be inherit. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing that to background which should be white. So here when you've done that, first of all I'll be coming here and writing font size which should be like 15 pixel, create font weight. So here I'll be writing font weight 500 now. So when you've done with that thing, there I'll be writing font family which should be like Montserrat, and I'll be changing that to comma sans serif. Then when you've done that, I'll be writing border one thick solid white. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that thing, there I'll be simply writing border color white, and here when you've done with that thing, so here I'll be writing color which should be black. So I'll be writing here border radius 10 pixel now. So when you've done with that thing, you have to just simply come here, create border left 100 pixel, create border right which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing here like border, and I'll be writing border top 100 pixel, create border bottom which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing that to border style none, and when you've done that, I'll be writing border width which should be 100 pixel now. Then I will be also writing line height 100 pixel, create width 100 pixel, and here when you've done that, I'll be writing height 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be simply writing that to border none, create outline none, and here I'll be also writing that to list style none. So when you've done that, I'll be writing list style type which should be none. So when you've done that, I'll be writing flex direction which should be column. So I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So here when you've done that, I'll be writing flex flow column, create flex, and change that here to like flex basis content, create flex grow inherit here. So when you've done that, I'll be writing flex shrink inherit here. So when you've done that, all this I'll be writing direction inherit. So when you've done with that thing, simply I'll be coming here and writing like background color which should be like white, and I'll be also writing like background position which should be in center. And when you've done that all things, just I'll be writing background, and I'll be writing background position dash x which should be in center. Then I'll be writing another thing which should be just having background position dash y which should be in center. So when you've done that, I'll be coming here, creating background size which should be cover, and here I'll be also writing like background origin now. So here I'll be simply writing that content box create background, and I'll be writing that to background attachment text. And when you've done that, so I'll be writing that to like background repeat which should be repeat. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing here like background blend mode which should be color burn. So I'll be writing that. And when you've done with that things, here I'll be coming here also creating background image, having a URL of like background 2.jpg, simply close here. Then I'll be just simply going to top. So here we have already defined background 2, simply change it to background 3 here. So first of all, I'll be going to top here, and you can see we are defining like background clip and then background origin. So here I'll be coming, and here we have not defined like background clip. So here I'll be coming and writing here like background clip which should be content box. So when you've done with that thing, simply you have to do one thing. You have to come here, create nav index which should be correct, and write nav left which should be correct. And when you've done that, I'll be writing nav right current. And when you've done that all things, here you have to do one thing here also, like nav up current. So when you've done with that thing, you have to do like nav down current. So here I'll be simply writing that. So when you've done with that thing, you have to do one thing. You have to come here now, and just you have to do like you have to change that to 14 pixel now. So here I will be changing that to 14 pixel, create padding left which should be 14 pixel, and create padding right which should be 14 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing padding top which should be 14 pixel, and here I'll be writing padding bottom. So here I'll be changing that to 14 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing margin 10 pixel, and I'll be also writing like another thing which will be just margin 10 pixel here. And when you've done with that, so I'll be simply writing that to margin right should be 10 pixel, and here I'll be simply writing that to margin top and bottom also. But first of all, I'll be writing margin top bottom 10 pixels simply. So when you've done with that things, here you have to do one thing, like now here from here, I hope you understand till here, simply save here. And now I'll be going to comment box, checking some of the comments like coming or good or not. Okay, so everybody are just commenting. Okay, so now everybody are just commenting good, thanks you. Then Here Suresh Mehta comment body little bit slow, thanks. When body slot 18 comment hi, okay, so hi to you also. For us UD Beho comment going well till now, thanks. Then here unknown comment like dude how old are you, so I'm 13 years old. So you can see we are getting many of the comments, so such I will be minimizing saving here, and you can just take some break here also, because here till here I hope you stand that, and here we have just till here I hope you all understanding that all things, and you can just drink water like I am drinking here again. Okay, so now we will be just move further on. So now here when you've done that till here, so I'll be just simply going to app.js now, copy this test here which is just written by pressing Ctrl C, go to the top till area we have defined. So now here I'll be coming right dot paste that, simply come here, create justify content which will be in center. Then here when you've done with that, simply write it correctly, so I'll be writing that create align items here, so I'll be writing that which should be in center. So when you've done that, I'll be changing that to display of block. So when you've done that, I'll be writing text align here, so I'll be writing that to text align center, so I'll be just writing text align center. So when you've done with that things, here I'll be writing another thing which will be just having float into left, and here I'll be also writing that thing to like here I'll be writing font, but here we will be writing that to first of all box sizing border box, and here I'll be writing font style normal. So when you've done that all, just I'll be writing text justify which will be inherit. So when you've done that, I'll be simply writing that to like font size. So here I'll be writing font size which should be 14 pixel, and here first of all I'll be writing that correctly, and I'll be writing font weight which should be 500 now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing font family Montserrat, and I'll be writing that to comma sans serif. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border 1 pix solid white, and here when you've done that, I'll be writing border color which should be white, and here I'll be writing color which should be black. So here when you've done that, I'll be writing border radius which should be 10 pixel now. So when you've done with that things, here you have to do one thing here also, like first of all I'll be coming here creating border left 100 pixel, and here I'll be writing that to border right here simply which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, simply I'll be coming here creating border top also which should be 100 pixels, so I'll be writing that. When you've done that, I'll be writing that to border bottom now which should be 100 pixels. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border, and I'll be changing that to border style which should be none, and here I'll be creating that to border, change that to like border width 100 pixel now. And when you've done till here, I'll be just coming here also and changing this tag to like, okay, so now till here I hope you understand that all things. I'll be just coming here and writing that to like border, and here I'll be writing that to first of all line height here, so create line height 100 pixel, create width, and here I'll be writing 100 pixel and create height also 100 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing here like border which should be none, so I'll be writing that to like outline none. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing list style which should be none, and here I'll be also writing that to like list style type none. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be simply coming here creating that to like flex direction which should be column. So here I'll be writing that simply. When you've done that, I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So here I'll be also writing that to flex and change that to flex basis content, create flex flow column, create flex grow inherit, and here I'll be writing that to flex shrink inherit. So when you've done with that things, I'll be simply writing that to direction inherit here, and I'll be writing that to background first of all which should be like white, and when you've done that, I'll be writing background color which should be white. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing background position which should be in center, then I'll be writing that to background position X. So here I'll be writing like background position dash X which should be in center. So when you've done with that, I'll be writing like background position dash Y here. So I'll be writing that which should be in center. So when you've done with that thing, there simply you have to come here again, and I'll be changing that to like background and change that to background size cover, create background attachment now. So here I'll be writing that which should be fixed, and when you've done that, I'll be changing that to like background clip which should be content box, and I'll be writing background origin. So here I'll be writing that which should be like content box here also. Then when you've done that, I'll be writing background repeat which should be repeat, and here I'll be writing background blend mode here which should be color burn. So I'll be writing that. So when you've done that, I'll be changing that to background image having a URL of like background, and here I'll be changing that to like background 4.jpg. Simply close that here, and here when you've done that, just I'll be going to top and till here. I hope you understand that. Come here again, create nav index current. So I'll be simply writing that. When you've done that, I'll be writing nav left, which should be current. And here when you've done that, I'll be writing nav right current here, and here I'll be writing nav up current. And when you've done that, so I'll be writing nav down, which should be current here. So when you've done that, I'll be simply writing padding 11 pixel, create padding left, which should be 11 pixel here, and I'll be writing padding right, which should be 11 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing padding top 11 pixel now, and write that to padding bottom now. So here I'll be writing that 11 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing margin 10 pixel, create that, create margin left, which should be 10 pixel, and when you've done that, I'll be writing margin right now, which should be 10 pixel, and here I'll be writing margin top also, which should be 10 pixel, create margin bottom, which should be 10 pixel. So simply till here, I hope you understand that. Save here, and here when you've done with that things, I'll be simply going to my live stream and checking that. Okay, so till here I hope you understand that all things. Okay, so now when you've done with that all things, just I'll be doing one thing here, like I will be just minimizing, but first of all I'll be checking one thing here. Okay, so I'll be just going here and I'll be just checking one thing here like that, and still I'll be just going forward. And now till here I hope you understand that all things. I'll be doing one thing here, like I'll be just minimizing that, and here when you've done that, just I'll be going here, go to app.js file and copy this area class now by pressing Ctrl C. Go to app.css file again, press enter 2 times, write dot and paste your class name, but here I'll be not doing that. Here I'll be writing, then here I'll be changing that to justify content, which should be in center, create align items, which should be in center, create again, which should be display of block, create that text align in center, and when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like float into left, and when you've done that, I'll be writing box sizing here. So I'll be writing box sizing border box. So when you've done that, I'll be writing font style normal here. So here, and when you've done that, I'll be writing text justify here. So I'll be writing that, which should be like inherit. So when you've done with that thing, where simply I'll be doing one thing, like I'll be coming underneath here, creating now here I'll be writing that to font size, which should be 15 pixels. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing font weight 500, and I'll be writing font family also, which should be font serif, sans serif. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border 1 pix solid white here. So I'll be simply writing that, and I'll be also writing that to border color white. So when you've done that, I'll be writing color, which should be black here. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing border radius, which should be 10 pixels. So I'll be writing here. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing border left, which should be 100 pixel, and create that to like border right, which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done with that, I'll be writing border top 100 pixel, create that to border bottom, which should be 100 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border style, which should be none. So here when you've done that, I'll be writing border width, so here this should be 100 pixel now. So here I'll be writing line height 100 pixel, and when you've done that, I'll be writing width 100 pixel now, and I'll be also writing height 100 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like border, which should be none, create that to outline none, and I'll be also writing that to list style, which should be none. So when you've done with that thing, where I'll be writing list style type, which should be none. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing another thing, which should be just having flex direction. So here I'll be writing flex direction, which should be column. Then I'll be also writing flex wrap, which should be wrap reverse. So when you've done that, just I'll be writing flex flow column, create flex, and I'll be changing that to like flex basis content, then create flex group inherit here. So when you've done that, I'll be writing flex shrink inherit here. So here I'll be writing that. So when you've done that, I'll be writing direction inherit. So when you've done that, I'll be coming here also creating background white, and I'll be writing that to like background color, which should be white, and I'll be also writing that to color black, and I'll be changing that to border radius 10 pixel. And here when you've done that, I'll be writing border left 100 pixel, and when you've done with that thing, I'll be writing border right 100 pixel now, and when you've done that, so I'll be writing border top 100 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border bottom 100 pixel. So when you've done that all thing, just I'll be coming here, creating border style none, and here I'll be writing that to like border, change that to like border width 100 pixel, create that to like line height, which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done with that thing there, simply I'll be coming here, creating width 100 pixel, create height. Okay, so I'll be writing simply height, which should be 100. Okay, so there is one problem coming here. Okay, so we are defining these things. So simply I'll be erasing that all, and here I'll be coming and writing background, and here I'll be writing that to background position, which should be in center. So when you've done with that things there, simply you have to do one thing like here till here. I hope you're understanding that all things which we are working with. And when you've done that, just I'll be coming here writing background position, here I'll be writing dash x in center, then I'll be writing that to like background position, and here I'll be writing that to dash y in center. So when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like background clip content box, then create background origin now. So here I'll be writing background origin content box here. So just I'll be writing that, and now here when you've done that all things, I'll be writing that to like background size, which should be covered. So I'll be writing simply that. Now here when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like background repeat, which should be repeat, and here I'll be writing that to like background attachment, which should be fixed. And when you've done with that things here, I'll be coming here also at creating background blend mode color burn. So when you've done with that thing there, I'll be coming here also creating background image having a URL, and in that I'll be writing here like another thing which should be just having background 5.jpg close here. Then I'll be simply going to top, and you can see we have just defined all the thing which we need to. So when you've done with that, so I'll be simply coming underneath, creating nav index current, create nav left, which should be current here. So when you've done that, I'll be writing nav right current, and here when you've done that, I'll be writing nav up current here, and here I'll be also writing nav down current. So when you've done with that, so I'll be writing padding, which should be 12 pixel now, and I'll be writing padding left 12 pixel. So when you've done that all things, so I'll be writing padding right, which should be 12 pixel, and simply I'll be writing padding top 12 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing padding bottom 12 pixel, and I'll be writing that to margin, which should be 10 pixel here, and create margin left here, which should be 10 pixel now. When you've done that, I'll be writing margin right now 10 pixel, and create that to like margin top 10 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing margin bottom, which should be 10 pixels. So simply when you've done with that things here, you have to just go here, go to file, and press save button. So here when you've done with that, so you have to do nothing, just you have to do another thing like you have to just, when you've done that, simply save here also. Checking live stream till here. Okay, so till here it is going good. Okay, so just comment me like my voice and good video quality is good or not. So I'll be checking some of the comments till here. Okay, so here I'll be just, okay, so here everybody are just commenting. Okay, so thank you all. Okay, so now here just Mindback comment this emojis, thanks. Then Mindback also comment nice word, thank you. Then Buddhist Lord coming, hi bro, from where you learned that all things. Okay, so I've just learned these things by practice, and I'm just practice that all things day by day. So from that my skills is also going better and better, and I'm just also good in coding. So you can also practice again and again day by day, so it will be also develop your skills, and your skills will be better day by day, and you will be also better in coding and language you are working with. So I'll be simply going to app.js here, copy this app from here by pressing Ctrl C, and here simply I'll be going to app.css file, and if I just go to the top, and you can see that still here we haven't defined that all things here tail area. So I'll be just going to my live stream here, and I want to check one thing here. Okay, so here first of all I'll be just like that. Okay, so now I'll be just minimizing that, and till here I hope you understand that all thing. And now here you have to do one thing like you have to just come underneath here again, and I will be changing that to like here. If I do that, so it will be changed into 13, and then it will be changed into like 23. If it changed into like 23 here, okay, so first of all it will be changed into 13, and then it will be changed into like 23, and then it should be changed into like 33. Okay, so it will be just good. So when you've done with that thing, simply you have to just go to the top, and here till here I hope you're understanding that all things. So when you've done that, just I'll be doing one thing, I'll be pressing backspace here, go to app.js, and simply I'll be just defining some of the text here. So I'll be writing text, but it should be non-capital, and I'll be writing that to app equal area. So simply you have to close that, and here you have to come and write here like float dot, and I'll be changing that to like another tag which should be just having div dot area. Simply close that by writing this close tag here. Then I'll be doing one thing like I'll be coming here and creating that to like app floor equal. Okay, so I'll be simply writing floor equal random, and then I'll be writing that to like another thing which should be just having area dot floor, and I'll be changing that to dot text here. So you have to simply close that by writing this close curly brackets come underneath here, create floor, but I'll be now writing that in capital. So here just write that, and when you're done with that, simply come after create area equal app, and here you have to do one thing like you have to just write that like that, close here, come here, write floor dot and change that to media dot, and right here like another thing which should be just close here. Then here I'll be closing that. So when you've done that simple things here, you have to just press save here. So when you've done that, just I'll be coming here also, and here I'll be just coming underneath and writing that another thing which should be just now navbar, but it should be in capital. Then I'll be writing app, and I'll be just defining here floor, close here, then you have to come here, then I'll be writing media dot floor, then equal random, just close here. So when you've done that simple things, press save here, copy this random now from here, go to app.css, simply you have to just come here and just go to here, and now it is good. So I'll be pressing backspace, write dot tail that all thing which you have copied. Now here I'll be writing that to like justify. So here I'll be writing justify content center, create that to like align items. So here I'll be writing that which should be center, then create that to display of blocks. So when you've done with that things here, I'll be coming here creating here to like box sizing here which should be border box. So when you've done that, simply that thing you have to do one thing here also like text justify, but first of all I'll be coming here and create float into left here simply, and I will be coming here also creating box sizing which should be border box. Now when you've done that, I'll be coming here and creating this tag to like font, and here I'll be changing that to text align first of all in center, then I'll be changing that to font style normal here. Then here I'll be doing one thing like I'll be coming here and creating that to like text justify which should be inherit, and I'll be coming here also creating background white, and I'll be coming, but first of all I'll be changing that to font size which should be like 15 pixels. So when you're done with that, I'll be writing font weight which should be 500 now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing font family also which should be Mont Serif, and I'll be writing comma sans serif. So when you've done that, I'll be writing here like border 1 pix solid, and I'll be writing white. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border color which should be white. Then I'll be writing here like another thing which should be just having border radius 10 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing border change into like border style none, create border left which should be 100 pixel now. So when you've done that, I'll be writing that to like border and change then to like border top now which should be just 100 pixels. So I'll be writing that here, so just write that. Then I'll be writing border bottom now. So here simply write that, and when you've done that all thing, just I'll be writing that another thing which should be just having here like we have done with that things. Simply I'll be coming here now and just I'll be changing this border bottom which we have written to like border width 100 pixel. Then I'll be writing line height which should be 100 pixel, create that to like width 100 pixel, and I'll be also writing height. So here I'll be writing that 100 pixel. So when you've done that all things here, so I'll be doing one thing like I'll be writing border none. So here when you've done that, I'll be writing outline none, and here I'll be also writing list style which should be none, and I'll be writing that to list style type none. So here I'll be writing list style type none. So when you've done that, I'll be writing flex direction. So here I'll be writing flex direction which should be column. So here I'll be writing flex wrap which should be wrap reverse. So here when you've done that, I'll be writing flex flow. So here I'll be writing that which should be column. So I'll be writing that. So I'll be writing flex, change that to flex spaces content, create flex grow which should be inherit here. So when you've done with that all things, so I'll be writing flex string inherit, create direction which should be inherit here. So when you've done that, I'll be writing background which should be white here. So when you've done that, so I'll be writing background color which should be white, and here I'll be writing that to background position which should be in center. Then I'll be also writing background position X. So here I'll be writing that which should be in center. Then I'll be writing background position Y here which should be in center. So till here I hope you understand. Then I'll be writing background position, change that to like center, and here I'll be writing that to like background attachment now which should be fixed now. So here you have to write create background size which will be cover. So here I'll be writing that simply. Now when you've done that, so I'll be writing that to like background. Clip content box create background, and I'll be writing that to like background. Origin which will be content box, and here I'll be writing that to like background. Repeat which will be repeat, and when you've done that, I'll be writing background blend mode. So here I'll be writing that color burn. So here when you've done that all thing, just I'll be simply coming here also creating that to like background image which will be having the URL, and in that URL I'll be writing background, and here I'll be first of all going to top, and here it is background 6.jpg now. So here I'll be closing that, coming underneath create nav index current, and here I'll be also writing nav left current now. Simply change into like nav right current, and here you have to also write another thing which will be nav up current, and here I'll be writing nav down which will be current. So when you're done with that thing, simply come here also create padding 15 pixel, create padding left which will be 15 pixel now, create padding right which will be 15 pixel, and here I'll be writing padding top now which will be 15 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing padding bottom which will be 15 pixel now here. So when you're done with that all, just I'll be doing one thing here also, like first of all I'll be erasing, and I'll be writing here. So just I'll be coming here also, then create margin 10 pixel, create margin left also which should be 10 pixel now, and write margin right which should be 10 pixel. So when you've done that, I'll be writing margin top 10 pixel, and create that to margin bottom which should be 10 pixel. So simply when you've done with that things, you have to just save here by pressing save button, go to your live, means go to my live stream, and I'll be checking like how much time is it to just make that. Okay, so now till here I hope you understand that all things. So when you've done with that all, just you have to do one thing again, like I'll be just minimizing that still here, and till here I hope you understand that all things. You have to just go to file, press save button, and now till here we have just done, and I hope we have just done that, and we have just make successfully our Gmail clone here. Just go to app.js and simply save here also, and it is done. So here that will be just take not some time to just make, because this Gmail clone is only a small clone which we have to just also only link with Firebase and Material UI which we have just downloaded with the help of like Firebase tools which we have worked with. Here in the public folder you can see we are containing many of the logos of Gmail. So here I'll be closing, and we are getting many other things. You can also copy and paste the URL of like your Gmail logo which you have to work with, and you can also copy the image of that and paste that in your public folder if you want. So I've just also do that. You can see there is coming, close that, go to app.js, and simply you can see we are getting all the things perfect and everything is good to go. So when you've done that, and now if I just show you here in the Google Chrome, so you can see at the live stream, and there is our React Redux app which we are just building here at that. So simply you have to just press this React Redux app, and you can see first of all we are just getting here our Gmail clone, and first of all we are getting its login page. Like I'm telling you, we are just getting the background of grayish color, you can see at the back, and we are just getting the Gmail clone here logo in the center of the page with the justify content and align items. I've done that in center, and the button of that is also just coming with the help of 100 pixel width which I've just done. With the help of that, this button is just going too large here, and it is also having a hover effect that like of dark blue, and the login text is written under that, means in that here, and it is looking really good, you can see. So here till here I hope you understand that all things. Now if I press this login button, you can see it will be taken to your Gmails which you have to sign in. You can sign in with any of the Gmail you want to. So here I'll be simply signing with this Gmail, like in Shalbek here. Simply you have to press your Gmail, and you can see you will be just opening your Gmail clone. So like burger menu we want is coming, then the Gmail logo or icon, you can see it is coming. Then after that we can search our Gmail here, or you can search any mail if you are having that. Then this burger menu also coming, from which you can see a Google Play, YouTube, and you can go to Gmail and many things, Google Drive. And then there is a notifications of like Gmail if you are having. Then if you press that, so you will be just signing with your account. You can see I just sign in, and here you can see it will be just having these things like that. Open it again, and you have to just sign in again with another Gmail if you want to. So you can see it will be taken to your the page of again like that. So there will be getting site settings icon, then this keyboard pad, and this front arrow and back arrow. Then we are also getting this icon, we can share that, and we can also check this box. You can see and we are also getting like this primary social promotion icon, but there is having only hover effect. If I press, nothing happens because I've not linked that. If I press any of the email from here, you can see you will be open. You can also open this Gmail and going back for this button which I have just linked with the back, you can see. So how good looking is that? You can open any of the Gmail which is just here, and the time is also written of the Gmail here, you can see. So you can just make any of the Gmail at your own time you want to. So I've just set 10 p.m. At the time, and there is also coming inbox starter, snooze, important, send, draft, and more things which you want to just get. And there is also coming hover effect of red color, and here we are getting like user duo, that phone here. If you press, you can see there are everything like that. Press compose, and you can see you can also write any of the mail here to send. This is Gmail clone, this is Gmail clone, and send here. You can see it will be sending to the user which you want to send here, and you can see how good looking is that. So like that you can just build your own Gmail clone in React.js with Firebase. So I hope you understand this clone also like you're enjoying my previous clone. I hope you also enjoyed this clone also like you're enjoying my previous clones of live streams like Instagram, Netflix, Messenger clone, Hulu clone, and like previously we have also made many other clone, Airbnb, and many others which we have just built. So packed it at all clones, and Google clone, I hope you also enjoyed that which I have just made yesterday on. So just enjoy, so I hope you enjoyed this clone also like you enjoyed my previous clone. So just packed it at all clones we are working with. So from that you will be a good programmer of that, and you will be also good programmer of React.js like you're of Python, HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So just practice at all, and now I will be just saying goodbye to all of you here. So here, thank you all to just do that all. With Morali, your hard working always pay you reward. Thank you. Then here I'll be just saying goodbye to all of you here, and here I'll be writing bye, then send here. Okay, so it is just sent. So thank you all to just support me, and just support me like that because I want your support to just make these videos and make on clones and projects future on. So just expect it at all clones we are working with. I hope you'll be a good programmer of that. So just I will be meeting next projects or clone or live stream also. So for today, goodbye.